Ladies and gentlemen, the political architect of the Sheesh Mahal is paying the price quite literally. After his bail plea was rejected by the Delhi High Court, today the two-judge Supreme Court bench comprising of Justice Sanjeev Khanna and Justice Deepankar Datta refused to grant Arvind Kejriwal any immediate relief. His counsel Abhishek Manu Singhvi submitted in the court that Kejriwal wasn't named in the ECIR or the charge sheet and his arrest was to ensure that he is disabled from campaigning. Supreme Court on its part has asked the Enforcement Directorate to reply to Kejriwal's plea on the 27th of April. The court will reconvene to hear the arguments on the 29th of April. Not just that, even the Rouse Avenue Court today extended his judicial custody. This clearly means that Arvind Kejriwal will continue to stay in Tihar jail when Lok Sabha elections convene. On the sidelines, Aam Aadmi Party leaders are now claiming that the Delhi Chief Minister is being treated worse than a hardcore criminal and a terrorist in jail. Is the political vendetta cry of the Aam Aadmi Party falling flat as agencies present hard evidence before the courts? Let's go straight to the debate, and joining me tonight on the debate with Shehzad Poonawala, Anand Ranganathan and Sanjay Jha is Dr. Piyush Joshi, supporter of the Aam Aadmi Party and political analyst. And Dr. Piyush Joshi, the matter went to the court. The same people who in the last time around I heard the Aam Aadmi Party supporting a judge whose observations were being flung at the ED, the same judge bench today has denied any reprieve. Sanjeev Khanna and and Justice Datta. And they've even said no to the special request for getting bail for campaigning. So the question is, the Supreme Court also has given no reprieve. Can you still call the arrest illegal?
Well, certainly, when it comes to the alleged excise policy scam, my disappointment is limited to the extent that he is not given bail and he won't be campaigning for Aam Aadmi Party. As far as the legal issues go, I was almost sure, with my limited knowledge, I'll basically accept this, that I have very limited knowledge of law when it comes to legal matters. But with my limited knowledge, definitely I was certain that he is not going to get any bail because of the nuances of the PML Act. We have discussed it a number of times and I do not want to be repeating it again and again. But Delhi and Punjab, these are the two states, and Haryana as well, where Kejriwal ji is indeed an important figure and his campaign could have made difference. So certainly it is a setback for Aam Aadmi Party. As far as the legal matters concerned, it is all prima facie till date.
Instead, what Mr. Bhagwant Maan says, terrorist की तरह उनको रखा गया है वहाँ क्योंकि glass के बीच में से मिलने देते हैं. But that is the regular rule of the jail, sir. Why does politics have to happen around even something as small as that?
Well, that is for the Honorable Chief Minister of Punjab to explain why he has made such kind of comments. And what has he seen? Because I am certainly not privy to the information which Mr. Maan has put out in the open. So he must have seen something based on which he must have made such kind of comments.
Oh.
So please go and ask Bhagwant Singh Maan why he has made such comments.
All right, Anand Ranganathan. Actually, absolutely no argument for the legal setback today or to the statements of Bhagwant Maan.
No, Bhagwan Manji is absolute right. The spelling of absolute might differ. But the fact is, he said it after 8 p.m. No. But the fact of the matter is, I think one of the good things that Aam Aadmi Party has done over the last so many years is that they have given chance to people like Dr. Piyush Joshi, much to their detriment, I would say, because he speaks most logically and rationally. In previous debates, Navika, on your show, he has admitted, Dr. Joshi, when I said that the Supreme Court has mentioned a money trail of 338 crores, he admitted it. On your show, he admitted when I told him that the High Court has said, implicated Kejriwal of using and conspiring with the proceeds of crime. He has admitted it. Now I want to ask him two questions. Number one, Dr. Saab, is it not a fact that there are 70,000 cases pending in the Supreme Court right now? तो ये आम आदमी का केस वो 70,000 को जंप ओवर करके कैसे मिल जाता है, मुझे आप ये समझाइए। और दूसरा ये समझाइए कि आप और हम दिल्ली वाले हैं, हमारा टैक्स पेयर का जो पैसा है वो अरविंद केजरीवाल जी कैसे अपने लॉयर्स फी यूज करने पे यूज कर रहे हैं। ये दो सवाल बता दीजिए, बस मैं शांत हो जाऊंगा।
Anand, first things first. You are a decent man. You always have your thinking cap on. So I am really surprised that where did you imagine me accepting all that thing? I said it is a prima facie comment made by the Supreme Court
You
based on prima
accepted
facie,
338
the
crore
prima
money
facie
trail.
evidence produced
There is
before
video
it.
of it.
So when did I accept it? When did I accept it? So come on. I accept better sense prevailing from you. I
Sir,
expect
there are videos of it. You have
better
accepted
facts
it.
coming from your side. Please.
Short point blank has made a video of it. Short point blank has made a video of it. You've said yes, I agree with it. 338 crores की मनी ट्रेल सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने प्राइमा फेसी बताई है।
हाँ, प्राइमा फेसी बताइए ना सर।
हाँ,
एविडेंस उसके बाद प्रेजेंट होगा ना सर, और एविडेंस जब हियर करना शुरू करेंगे
ऐसे ही क्या देंगे सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऐसे ही क्या देगा
उसके बाद दे विल एग्जामिन ईच एंड एवरी एविडेंस वन बाय वन। दैट
Okay, but till such time that evidence is presented, the man will have to be in court. So why was the arrest being called illegal, Sanjay Jha, is the question I want to ask you. अब तक कहा जा रहा था कि भाई ये गलत है, ED is this, ED is that, and illegally he's been kept in jail. Now today, the Supreme Court has said, boss, no campaigning, go back. Yes, ED will respond to the notice given to them. Come back on the 29th of April and we'll see. The question today is, now even questions are being raised कि भाई उनको terrorist की तरह रखा हुआ है. There is a glass partition between where people who come to meet those who are in jail, that has been put. आम आदमी है, he wants खास opportunities even in jail.
Navika, again, there's a technical response to it. Number one, the Supreme Court has basically given the ED time to respond to Arvind Kejriwal's petition, which is the way the legal procedure actually plays out. But here is the larger point, that the only money trail, despite 1 year of Manish Sisodia being in jail, Satyendra Jain being in jail, Arvind Kejriwal being in jail, and now Sanjay Singh is out on bail, and the only money trail so far that we have seen, Navika, is a gentleman called Sarath Reddy, who gave 55 crores donation in electoral bonds to the BJP, whom the ED earlier called as the kingpin of the Delhi liquor case, who turned approver and then blamed Arvind Kejriwal. So I think, let's be a little kind of real about what is the situation that we are confronted with.
My question to you, Dr. Jha, whatever questions you are raising, very right, very correct. But these questions have been raised in the courts. Yeah. They've been raised in the High Court, they've been raised in the Supreme Court. Both the courts have denied bail. Are you saying that you are more legally informed than the courts, and therefore your word is better than what the learned judges have said?
No, I'm going, Navika, by what earlier I remember one of the judges had said in the Supreme Court, that there is no shred of money trail. You even have a case.
But there is another observation that has come which talks of a 338 crore money trail. So which one do you want to believe? Are you cherry picking? Shehzad Poonawala, please respond.
Well, so far there is no evidence that the prosecution has been able to
Navika, if I may, now you're coming last to me. The least you can do is make sure that my time is not interrupted. Thank you, Navika. Navika, all of these arguments, and pardon me for the analogy, sound like old wine in new bottle. It's as if I've heard this AI version of this argument being made over and over again. By the way, the Supreme Court has and other courts have already heard all these arguments and yet denied Arvind Kejriwal relief. So on odd day, Supreme Court को मानना है, even day पे Supreme Court को नहीं मानना है. But let's assume that their argument is right. There is no money trail, it's all vendetta. मेरे 2 या 3 specific सवाल है. भाई अगर सारा vendetta है, केजरीवाल can run his सरकार from तिहाड़, तो मनीष सिसोदिया ने क्या पाप कर लिया था भाई? उसको भी तो मंत्री रहने देते. मतलब मनीष को उसी कारण से हटा दिया और केजरीवाल जी का वेंडेटा कहते रहो, जबकि उनको जेल में रखा गया है by the High Court, and it's not a observation, it is a finding. It is a finding that money trail has been established and that it completes with Goa elections. But having said that, let me also make another argument. हम डर गए भाई. How many seats is Aam Aadmi Party contesting in this election, Navika? दिल्ली की कुछ सीटें, पंजाब की सारी सीटें और एक आध दो सीटें, गुजरात में 20 सीटें, नॉट इवन 10% ऑफ लोकसभा सीट्स आर कंटेस्टिंग। हम डर गए। जिस पार्टी को 14 में 19 में नोटा से कम वोट मिला, हम उनसे डर गए। हम जो पार्टी को 204 सीट में से 204 सीट डिपॉजिट जब्त हो गई असेंबली इलेक्शंस में, हम उससे डर गए। भाई आप तो डरे हुए नहीं है ना, तो भाई दिल्ली में सारी सीटें आप लड़ लेते। कांग्रेस की बैसाखी को क्यों इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं? सवाल लीगल नहीं है, सवाल मॉरल है कि जिनके खिलाफ रामलीला में बैठे हुए कहते थे कि लालू को गिरफ्तार करो, मुलायम को गिरफ्तार करो, सोनिया को गिरफ्तार करो, आज उसी लालू और सोनिया के साथ खड़े होकर कहते हैं हमें गिरफ्तार क्यों किया है? यह सियासी धर्मांतरण है। स्वराज से शराब तक, अन्ना से लालू तक, भ्रष्टाचार हटाओ से भ्रष्टाचार बचाओ तक, इंडिया अगेंस्ट करप्शन आईएसी से इंडी अलायंस ऑफ करप्शन तक, ये इनका असली चेहरा है।
I don't know what the Aam Aadmi Party says. I don't know what the Congress Party says. I don't know what the opposition says. But I really want to know what the Janata says, what the public says. Because the public has also seen the Sheesh Mahal. Sheesh Mahal of 52 crores, built in COVID times. By an Aam Aadmi? By an Aam Aadmi's representative? By a man who actually sat on a dharna for months and months in 2011 because he wanted to hold up the rights of the common man? That man using a 4 lakh rupee commode. That's how armed it gets. We leave that to the people of India to decide, people of Delhi, people of Punjab to decide. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on the Newshour tonight. And thank you, viewers, for being with me tonight as every night. Thank you for your kindness and your support. Good night. Be safe.